What up, YouTube? Anyways, so vaccines and autism. I'm a father. I got 4 kids. My youngest, I have autistic sons. My youngest are fraternal twins. And this is my personal story, and this is why I'm putting it out there so people who have been affected by these things can relate. Possibly a researcher might learn something, or even the government and all these systems that we live within that want to tell you something isn't what it is, even though you've seen it with your own 2 eyes. Maybe I can create a way to project this where it's relatable, and not only that, but at the same time propose some simple ideas and solutions that people could change into their own thing and let them grow. And we can get this done. We can figure out, hey, why is this doing this? Well, let me start out by saying I don't personally believe that vaccines cause autism for every child who has autism, and other disorders affected or possibly caused by vaccines. I know that vaccines were probably the primary, if not the largest factor in my son's getting autism. Now, whether or not it's a hereditary thing, just like with genes and dogs, you take a Chihuahua and a Pug, and then you have a Chipug. We live in a multicultural society here in the U.S., and so there's diversity. My heritage is all over the place, but I do have Native American, so when I think about the things that affected Native Americans when they were first exposed to them, it makes me wonder. And like with African Americans and sickle cell, and how it's a branch off of another disorder or disease. The thing is, we all have different genes, and we got to accept that. We got to accept that we're different, that we're all different, we're all unique, and that's why your DNA is specific to you. It's got specific things that will react to certain things in an individual and almost personality-like way. So anyways, back to pretty much this is what happened. My twins were born. My twins were developing as normal. They were born. They were healthy. They were both 6+ pounds, which is pretty good weight for twins. My wife did have a C-section because one did flip around and was breech, so legs down like party. And so we moved to a different state, and we had been living there for a year, roughly, and if not more. We took them in to around the age of a year and a half to get their MMR shots, and at the same time they got their flu vaccine for that year. This is in 2005. So 2005, they got their flu vaccine and their MMR shots. Well, by this time, they had already benchmarked. They had already started to say their baby talk and baby words, and they were already starting to skeet around and walk, independently for short distances. And what happened was immediately within 2 weeks of getting the shots, they went from walking and talking to barely being able to crawl and not talking, no speech. So we hadn't, we'd been in the same house, nothing had changed. I hadn't sprayed pesticides, none of that stuff. So when people, and especially organizations, present this idea that it doesn't, just because they don't understand it, or they refuse to, or it's a money problem for them, I get mad, because you get all these people that come up to you and or when I tell them, and they look on the the look on their face is priceless. It's like, what? No way, really? Yeah, for my kids, the vaccines caused their autism. So I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to pause right here, and then I'll post another video with some follow-up stuff and some solutions as to how I think we can do things better, or how we can progress. And because children with mental disabilities are, a serious thing. And even if you don't know anybody with a mental disability, or you aren't affected by somebody with a mental disability, you will, because they're all around us. So that's all I'm saying. All right, later.